to another episode of Get Gardening. Despite some really cold weather that we've had the past couple days, the garden is starting to look wonderful, and I'd love to show you everything. On this week's episode, I'll be taking a tour of various parts of the garden to give you an update on how everything is looking and growing. Also, it's time for some community involvement, so if you would like to see pictures of your garden on the next episode and share pictures of your beautiful garden with the whole Get Gardening community, please upload pictures of your spring blossoms to my Facebook page, which you can find in the link below. Here is the start of the shade garden. You can see the beautiful primulas are open. This year I am determined to divide them when they're done blooming. Behind them, you can see this is a martagon lily, and that's a kind of lily that likes to bloom in the shade, so I've never seen that bloom before. You can see along the lattice towards the vegetable garden, the forsythia is still holding on. This is the longest I've ever seen forsythia bloom. Perhaps it's due to the cool weather that we've had. Here's the walkway garden. I'm so glad I added the pansies because some of my tulips didn't come up, unfortunately, so there's not as much blossom in here as I would like, but there are wonderful things happening. I'll show you the lupins that are growing. The alliums are getting ready to bloom. I can see the buds on them, and lots of great growth on all the plants in here. The Lady of Shallot Rose is already 6 feet tall, loaded with leaves. Can't wait for this one to blossom. Coming into the bold garden, I did plant some tulips that are looking really lovely. I'm looking forward to seeing the tulips hopefully multiply and add more color in here every year. So it's not exactly the colors I was going for. I was going for more of a dark orange, caramely kind of colors with deep purples and almost black. But I enjoy seeing them anyways. Something surprising in the old garden is here are some crocosmias that I left in the ground last year, and they're sprouting. In the past, I've grown crocosmia and I've tried to dig them up and save them, but every year I lose them over winter anyway, so this year I left them in the ground, and they're not supposed to be hardy, but they're coming up anyway. Super excited about that. Here in the vegetable garden, you can see the potatoes that I planted just a week or two ago are already sprouting. I can see a few of them coming up. In the Japanese garden, not only my red dasojo maple looks great, but this is a corallinum maple, and it also has beautiful red leaves emerged in spring, touched with orange, and these will turn green in the summer. You can see the bud on my tree peony. It's really beginning to swell. The other one isn't looking as big, so I don't know if that one will bloom, but this one most certainly will. This is Hanakasoi. It should be a light pink purple. Another maple that I really like is this one called Butterfly. It's got beautiful green and white leaves all summer long, but in the springtime, the leaves emerge this beautiful pink and green color. I've really been enjoying my Japanese maples. Here's an update of some of my bonsai. This is the Berberis. It's looking really healthy. This pot is the sumac, the tiger eye sumac that I potted up a few weeks ago. You can see it is alive. The other little ones I decided to add to this bonsai training pot. My large bonsai looks good. I ended up cutting off the top leader. This epimedium is still blooming away. So beautiful. Little white stars. Along my driveway here, I have some tulips that are blooming, some grape hyacinths, some daffodils. Really been enjoying the color from them. This is the redbud that was given to me by a mistake. Here's a shot of the front yard. You can see lots of tulips, but there's not as many as I would like. I'm gonna have to add some more next year. The star at the moment has to be my redbud tree. Appalachian red. Really looks so vibrant. I was really worried that the freezing cold temperatures that we had last night were gonna nip it. Tonight's supposed to be very cold as well, so hopefully it makes it. Wanted you to see how healthy my roses are looking. Over where I have the Yoshino cherry trees, there are circles filled with the white daffodils. I'm enjoying how that looks, and I'm expanding the garden. I already started removing the grass over here, and I planted some plants such as these little alliums. So that's the project that I've been working on. I'll have to take all the perennials from this bed over here and divide them so I can have some stock to plant in the new bed. And in the front yard, my magnolia bloomed for the first time. I really love the nice light pink color. Thanks so much for watching my garden update. I hope everyone's able to get out there and get gardening.